campaign in the next 2.5 weeks and take it, because, as I said, there are possibilities in that seat, and that's why it's not in the safe column. But I'm willing to tell you the truth, which, based on my word, it's the PNP that's in the ascendancy in that one. So it leans PNP.
No, man, but I don't want to. I want to make sure that I'm understanding, because on the first round we said these seats are toss up, they are in play. But you are saying now that you are giving Eastern Hanover, Western Hanover to the PNP? Work with me, Casey. Come now. I don't know what is happening.
I think you said earlier, neighbor, that they were toss up.
They were in play.
Yeah, they were in play, but even though they're in play, there's still a slight. I think maybe he's indicating that even though they're in play, those seats are strong PNP seats. And yes, we know that the Jamaica Labour Party won the last election. But what I'm getting from what Casey is saying, that maybe he's saying that even though they're in play, it is still leaning towards the PNP, even though they're in play.
Is he there, sir?
Yeah, I'm seeing him, but I'm not hearing him.
Is he there?
I think that's what he's saying here, but it's in play.
No, we can't. This is great.
Can't see it?
Yes, Chachi.
Is there any? Neighbor was saying something to you, Casey. Go ahead, neighbor.
You heard what I said. Scratchy, go ahead.
No, Casey, our neighbor was saying that early on. You said that in Hanover they were close, and he said that no, when we come back on,
they've always been close. Yes.
No, but neighbor, but he's saying that
we have already established that they are not safe seats.
Exactly.
We separate those that were in the safe, that were not in the safe column. Now we are pointing them in the direction that we expect them to go.
So you get what he's saying, neighbor?
All right. Hold on. All right. All right, Casey. So just let me go now. So you are saying that Hanover Western is leaning PNP.
Exactly. That's what I said.
Yeah, I just don't want to be confusing the listeners, because we just said that they were in play. And then in the same forecast, we are saying that this is leaning PNP. So at the end of the night,
neighbor,
neighbor,
you are confusing the listeners, because if a seat is safe,
hold on. No, you hold on, please, sir.
What I'm saying now,
Casey, hold on.
If a seat is in play, we don't say it's leaning.
I'm asking you to hold on, sir, please. All you have to do is to answer the question Casey, don't be facetious. All right? Casey? This is crazy.
Hello.
Casey?
Hello.
Yeah, are you hearing me, sir?
Yes, clearly.
Yes, I'm saying to you, sir, that I want to be clear, and I'm sure the listeners are suggesting the same thing. You have in tonight's forecast, I have Saint Hanover. You went there and you said that Hanover Western was in play. That's the first round. And then now you are saying it is leaning PNP. I want to understand what does that mean? What does it mean? In one breath you said it is in play, in the other breath it's leaning PNP. Just get us
neighbor, as I'm saying, this is no different from what we have been doing all along. We establish the safe seats, and the ones that are not safe are in play. Then the ones that are in play, we analyze them and point the people to where we think they are going based on who is leading and what we expect to come in the rest of the campaign. And it's the same. The status of Hanover Western have not changed over the last 3 months. This is what you have been getting. This is what we have been given.
But
this is the same indication. Hanover was always leaning PNP, Hanover Western.
Yes, sir. Are we on the same team?
So, it's the page is the problem now, you know, because to my surprise, you don't remember what leaning PNP means, because you're suggesting that I said it is in play. Now I'm saying it's leaning PNP, as if I said it was in play and then I'm saying it's safe. That's a completely different thing. It's not safe. We have already established that. Hence, it is in play.
Yes.
So how is it playing out now? It is leaning PNP at the moment. I hope the listeners understand, and I'm sure you do.
Well said. They do. They're commenting that they do. So it's in play for the Jamaica Labour Party.
The thing that confused me, neighbor, is where you said, I said that it is in play. No, I'm said it's leaning.
All you have to do, Casey, all you have to do is to answer the question and explain.
And that's what I have just done.
Right. No, you have done it.
And I'm not being facetious.
No, man. Before that, you said I am confusing the listeners. I can't be confusing.
When you said that, I said it is in play. No, I'm said it's leaning. They are getting the impression that I said it was not in play. No, I'm saying
as a teacher,
I am saying it's in play. No, I'm saying it's not in play.
Yes,
because leaning doesn't mean it's safe.
Right. So now you explain it. So let's move on. All right. This is not about you and I only. It's about the listener. So let's go over then to Hanover Eastern, where Dave Brown is. You said all that one was also in play.
Have they gotten Western? Have you said to them now that okay, it's it's still in play. It's just leaning PNP.
Yes.
Casey, you have explained it. Yeah, man, we have gotten it. Let's move over
Okay.
to Hanover Eastern.
Yes, Hanover Eastern is also in play, people, and that's why it wasn't in the safe column. And unlike Western, I think Hanover Eastern is stronger JLP, as in stronger JLP than Western. I think it's a marginal seat. I actually think it's a 1% or a 2% seat. So I would say both political parties have the same traditional strength in that seat. I think Dave Brown, a third time candidate, have the experience in that seat, and one would say he should get the better of Andrea Perkis, but it doesn't always come down to the candidate. It comes down to the party and the organization. And when a political party know that a candidate is inexperienced and they still pick a candidate, is because the candidate might have a certain appeal, and they would have given the candidate what else the candidate needs in order to run a campaign and win an election. So we cannot call it based on Dave Brown experience and Andrea Perkis inexperience. But I think it's a battleground. I think they are head to head, and I think the JLP have stronger organization at the coming from the helm down. I think it's Era Council 4, that's the General Secretary stamping ground, Hanover, Westmoreland, St. James, and I think with the help of Dr. Horace Strong and the JLP organization, Dave Brown will come through in Hanover East. The JLP is getting the edge in Hanover East. And I must also tell you, Hanover West is more leaning PNP than Hanover East is leaning JLP. But I give the JLP the edge in Hanover East. So I think Hanover will end 1-1.
Good. Go over to Westmoreland now.
Yes, Westmoreland now. Western Westmoreland, I've been telling you over and over, I think that one is a toss-up. It's still a toss-up for me. I think if the JLP had taken the opportunity as in the JLP candidate that won the election in 2020, I think I would be here telling you that Hanover, Westmoreland and Western is definitely not going back to the PNP. As you can see, the PNP folded somewhat when Wickham McNeil didn't seek re-election in Westmoreland Western. I think they surrendered their position in Westmoreland Western, but the JLP gave them a chance by having infight with Moreland Wilson and his team. I think they missed an opportunity there. I didn't think the PNP took that opportunity with both hands, because what they did was bringing over Ian Hales from next door, basically from next door in Western Hanover, where he have been MP for all of 4 terms and didn't really make use of it. I must say, I can say on record and here that he don't have a legacy over in Western Hanover. And so he's not getting a lot of traction. Comrades who are traditionally PNP supporters will go for him, but I don't expect his number to be big. He is not hard to beat. But Dr. Garfield James, I don't know if he can get, I don't see him getting a very big number either. So it's a battleground over there. I think it's a toss-up. It can go to anybody.
All right, continuing Westmoreland, Casey. Cover the other 3
Yes.
seats as quickly as you can, please.
Central Westmoreland, I think George Wright is the JLP's strongest candidate. I think Central Westmoreland is the JLP's strongest constituency in Westmoreland. And I also think Dwayne Vaz is the PNP's weakest candidate of all the candidate he have been doing a good job. He's a good MP. Not much people complain about him. He definitely don't have anybody on his team complaining about him, and that's a good look. And I heard from JLP activists and PNP activists in Eastern Westmoreland that Danny Lawrence is a strategy and he's a worker, not a talker, not to take him lightly. But that's what I'm going off. I can't just go off that and say he will spring a surprise. What I can tell you that based on performance, he have been their best MP in a very long time. Certainly their best MP since Percival James Patterson. Dayton Campbell, I can tell you that he haven't fully galvanized Westmoreland Eastern. There are still trouble in the camp. People in the PNP organization in that parish still don't understand why Dayton Campbell is the standard bearer, because they have opposed to that and he have been somewhat forced upon them. And despite the fact that Westmoreland Eastern is the strongest PNP seat in the West, Dayton Campbell will still have to work to win it. I think the ground is fertile in Eastern Westmoreland for the PNP. I think Dayton Campbell can find the numbers, but it's one to watch also. But I would say it's leaning PNP.
Good.
So we'll have to give that one to PNP. We have to be fair. Rebel KP.
So then, so Westmoreland therefore is 2-1.
Or one toss up, one JLP, one PNP.
Okay.
Remember,
great.
there are 3 categories.
Good. All right then. Now, if we move at this space, though, KC, we're not likely to cover half the island, since as we
Yes,
we are
but we have to analyze for the people to understand, because they do ask a lot of questions and we can't just ignore them.
Yes, but they are not the ones with all this light shining on them and getting tired here. We have to move a little faster. Let's go over
Turn
to
off the light, neighbor.
no. Then if I turn off the light, how do I see? Let's go over to St. Elizabeth. KC. Let's start. Well, let's just cover.
It's one seat in St. Elizabeth.
Yeah, man. But then you are giving the Labour Party 3. And then there is one.
Yes, it's one seat in St. Elizabeth that's in this category.
1. Okay, great. And that is the seat that was occupied by Delroy Slowly. Yeah. How do you see that one?
Yes. As another traditional PNP seat, and we will be saying this a lot in this segment, because seats that are the battleground going to this general election, 80% of them are traditional PNP seats that were taken in the last election by the JLP. And the PNP is dependent on tradition to win back a lot of these seats. And I realize they seem to be putting candidates in some of these seats that are misfits. For instance, Zuleika Jess. She is a young attorney at law. She's not from St. Elizabeth, and she don't match a profile in St. Elizabeth Northeast as a Delroy Slowly. First thing, despite the fact that JLP was popular, very popular in 2020, and Andrew Michael Holness is the most popular politician in the Western Hemisphere, the JLP didn't just win Northeast St. Elizabeth because of those factors. They also won because of the Delroy Slowly factors. So what the PNP needed to do is to profile Delroy slowly and install a candidate in St. Elizabeth Northeast that can match his profile. I don't think Zulika just match his profile, and as a result, she's not getting as much traction against Delroy slowly. So she is depending on the traditional numbers that the PNP normally get over the JLP in St. Elizabeth Northeast. But guess what? There have been a political realignment across the country. And there's a big realignment in St. Elizabeth Northeast. It doesn't favor the PNP 60-40 like it normally do. It's closer to 50-50, and if the candidate is stronger for the JLP and the JLP party and machinery is stronger, the JLP will take it. And the JLP is far superior in St. Elizabeth. And that's the only battleground seat there. And I think Delroy slowly will come out the victor.
Got you. Let's move to Manchester.
Yes, over in Manchester, I know you have been waiting for this. We start in Manchester Northwest. Damian Jabboss Young, he's the candidate that lost to Michael Phillips in Michael Phillips' third term in 2020. He lost on September 3. He woke up September 4 and started working for the people as if he won the election, as if he was the MP. Trust me. He started training people, install them in job, hunting scholarship all over, using the various government agencies, every non-government agencies that he know is hiring people. He get job for his young constituents. He organized job fair in that constituency. Far more job fair than the MP. That's if the MP organized a job fair. I live in Southeast Clarendon, and since 2020, Pernell Charles Jr. organized more than 30 job fairs. I understand that Damian Young is the one organizing jobs fair and getting people job over in Northwest Manchester, and not Michael Phillips. He have gotten the most traction of any challenger in this election that was installed in a seat to challenge. Across the whole country, I'm speaking. So Jabboss have done his job on Michael Phillips. He's shown that he's more worthy, and the people seem to have answered his call. It's a very, I would say, it's always touch and go in Northwest Manchester for the JLP, no matter the traction they seem to get, because they never believe. They never had this belief. There is the sentiments on the ground now is that Damian Young will win. And I think everybody who wants to vote JLP, wants to vote for Damian Young, wants to vote against the PNP and Michael Phillips, will do it this time because they don't think their vote will go in vain. And I'm calling it for Damian Young. I think the JLP will win Northwest Manchester.
All right. Yes. Move on, Casey. 3 more seats there because
Yes.
you have all
Yes.
3
yeah, all
all 4.
Yes. Ian Ives versus Peter Bunting over in Manchester Southern. I did analyze this seat somewhat in the first segment. Ian Ives and Peter Bunting, both new candidates. Ian Ives, a businessman from the constituency. Peter Bunting, known across Jamaica as a star politician. He was the MP for 3 terms over in central Manchester before losing to Rhoda Moy Crawford. Another mistake I think the PNP made was putting him next door. His record in central Manchester based on performance is not so good. So you cannot inspire them that way based on what he has to offer. And it's not like he didn't have resources or have friends who have resources. He had both the resources and the financial backing. And I learned recently that he left his constituency development fund over there in central Manchester, I didn't use it on the constituency. I think that's a disgrace. That's an all-time low for an MP. But let me tell you, some people vote on tradition, and I hear people in South Manchester saying that they are PNP, their parents are PNP, their grandparents were PNP, and they will be voting for PNP. So PNP have the traditional strength in South Manchester. But look, JLP won it by almost 1,000 votes last time around. And it will not be easy for Peter Bunting to retake this seat for the PNP with the campaign that the JLP is running. And Ian Ives was slow out of the blocks, but I guess he happened to be on time with the Prime Minister. So it will be a tough one. But guys, I'm not going to stay here and forecast that the JLP will win South Manchester again. I still think Peter Bunting and the PNP has the edge, and it's leaning PNP, but it's not done and dusted. We go over to central Manchester. Rhoda Mae Crawford is clearly the favorite. The whole of Jamaica expect her for a very long time to retain her seat based on the work they see her doing. A lot of people started having doubts when she lost all the candidates. The JLP lost the 4 candidates there, and that's what seemed to throw a spokes in the JLP wheels in central Manchester based on the optics, what people were saying. A lot of people didn't understand how can she be so strong and lose all 4 candidates. It happened, guys. People vote different in local government election than general election. And if you look at the type of people who normally vote for local government election, it's party based. And the PNP do have a bigger base, a slightly bigger base than the JLP in central Manchester. And that was what happened in the local government election. And it wasn't a big win. The biggest victory was 500 in the Belfield division, just about 300 in Royal Flat division, where the mayor and councillor for 20 years is, and Napatrix and Mandeville division had smaller margin. So it's just about 1,000 deficit based on the base. Now, in this general election, I can tell you that Rhoda Mae Crawford is expected to win the Mandeville division. She's expected to win the Napatrix division handsomely, and I'm also picking her to win the Royal Flat division, and that's where Mayor Donovan Mitchell is. That's his division, and the PNP will be banking on Belfield division to give them a big victory, maybe one of about 1,200, and I don't think they will get that number, because I think Rhoda Mae Crawford also will get more vote in the Belfield division than any other JLP candidate. I think Rhoda will win. People saying one Rhoda in the comment. I think, yes, she deserves to be called one Rhoda because she's the best MP of the all 63 MP in the country. And
Right.
I think she will be going back based on her performance.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Another thing, we go to Northeast Manchester, and this is the clearest one. We know Valwint have been there. It's his 3rd time there. People say he have never left. Yes, he lost 2011, he lost 2016. He went away 2020 and he lost over in Southwest End. And he come back when he realized that Ardley Shah is not going back for re-election, and he even uttered that he will win because there is no Ardley Shah and there is no Peter. Peter is Lennox Powell, a JLP strongman in the constituency who died. He was Ardley Shah campaign manager in the famous campaign against Parlin in 2007. And the JLP took a time to rebuild the organization in Northeast Manchester. They took their time in choosing a candidate. Then they chose the right candidate, and she was introduced to the people, and within 3 weeks she overtook Valwint, and Archie Marks will be going to Parliament. She will be beating Valwint. I think it's the easiest call in Manchester. Northeast Manchester is going back to the JLP.
All right, sir. So here is what you have so far. Hanover 1-1, Westmoreland 1-1-1, St. Elizabeth 4-0, Manchester 3-1. Jump over to Clarendon.
Yes, and I must say that's some pickup for the PNP. It sounds like the JLP are dominated, but based on the 2020 election, the PNP didn't have any of those seats they are getting now.
Correct. We're in Clarendon.
Yes. Over in Clarendon, there's 2 seats in Clarendon in this segment. Dwight Sibley's Northern Clarendon, he's been challenged by Wavell Hines. I have to really go with the facts here, go with the data, because everybody know Wavell Hines is not my favorite person. Dwight Sibley's, something about Dwight Sibley's and the way he organized. He's a chartered accountant. He's a numbers man. And when I saw the PNP storming back all these constituencies that were flipped by the JLP in 2020, last year in the local government election, I thought they will also overrun Dwight Sibley's and his councillors in Northern Clarendon. It wasn't so. He held firm, and he took back that he retained that constituency based on the constituency count by over 300 votes. And I would like to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, that of the 15 seats the JLP flipped and took from the PNP in 2020, only 2 of those constituencies went back to the JLP in numbers based on the numbers in the local government election. And one of those was Dwight Sibley's Northern Clarendon by over 300 votes. So he have shown great strength. So if anything, you know, he is strong and well in with a shot. I didn't give Wavell Hines much of a chance when I started forecasting here on Politics Plus. I thought Northern Clarendon was not in play, but then I really did some work and I found out that he have been gaining traction, and traction he really gained. And it's now kind of a tussle. I think Dwight Sibley's is still in the lead. I think it's still leaning JLP, but it's a very tough one. But I'm inclined to call it for the JLP based on incumbency and the leader they have and the people. When you see I call these battleground seats, most of them for the JLP. Remember, people don't just vote for their local candidates and based on what happened locally. I know politics is very local, but people vote for the leaders. And remember, it's Mark Jefferson Golden versus Andrew Michael Holness. And Andrew Holness is tipping the scales in most of these constituencies. Like him or not, that is the reality of the politics in Jamaica today. And I expect Mr. Dwight Sibley's to retain that one. I don't think Hines will be strong enough to take it. Interesting, again, over in Clarendon Northwest. Richard Hassan have been there since 2000, I think. He first won the seat in 2002. He lost it to Michael Stern in 2007. Then he retained it in 2011, beating Stern. Then he beat Stern again in 2016 before losing to Philip Henriquez in 2020. Now he has a new challenger with some freshness in Warren Newby, a much loved young politician by JLP supporters and across Jamaica. A lot of people was always asking for him, where is Newby? We haven't seen Newby. Well, Clarendon Northern have been asking for him too. He was there as a very important, integral part of Michael Stern team in 2007 when Stern won that and beat Hassan. And that seat was integral, and Bruce Golden led JLP winning the election on September 3, 2007. I can't forget that night. If you remember, it ended 31 29. So without that seat, it would have been 30-30. However, there was another seat due to magisterial recount, so it ended up 32-28. But saying that to say this, Warren Newby, he gets to be the new candidate with new energy, giving the people hope and aspiration. But he is not inexperienced, and that will play in his hand. And another thing I want to point out to you, Northwest Clarendon is a more of a JLP stamping ground than a PNP stamping ground. The JLP have bigger numbers in that constituency if Newby and his team can work the divisions how they really should. And I think they can, and I think with this JLP machinery, I don't think Azan will match his numbers. I know Azan numbers is coming out front. He may take an early lead. He will get 60 to 65% of the vote in the Sparling division. But I think by the time the votes in Thompsontown and Frankfield are counted, while Newby will take this by maybe 400 votes.
Thank you so much, Casey. Thank you so much for covering Clarendon. Give us a little break. Scratchy, are you there? Scratchy?
Yes, neighbor. Check in, check. Casey on bars. Every time. Wonderful. Big up
We're
to the
gonna have to
chat
move.
and
We're gonna have to move a motion here, Scratchy. It's 11 minutes after 9, and my time is up. Let's see how we can work this through quickly. Scratchy,
Yes, neighbor.
do we have a target in terms of gifts tonight? Do we have a target?
I see like you have a target. I do if persons if I see the gift gallery target, we can make neighbor reach a gift target, that would be very appreciative, guys. That would be very, very appreciative, guys. We're on the move, you know, to try to let neighbor reach his gift target of 288. So everyone just try to let neighbor reach a gift target, guys. Give him the strength, give the strength to the program, you know. Well, that wonderful forecasting from Casey as usual, you know. And I saw persons in the chat earlier and saying this and saying that, but persons need to understand that it is just a forecasting, guys. So if you hear like your favorite member of parliament or someone we like it's not in the lead right now, it doesn't mean that they can't win. Come election day, that's where elections are won, and it can change any time. So don't try to discredit what the forecaster is saying at any point in time, guys. Trust me, because he's not giving you the election results. It's not the election results that he's giving you. And he can't give you the election results. He's basically forecasting. So yes, guys, I'm sending the gift, guys. I'm just saying where you can get 75 neighbor of 288. We're almost there. Push, guys. We're 480 persons in the eye. So we can almost reach there, neighbor. We definitely can reach there.
All right, we're crunching the numbers behind the scene here. But if we don't reach that target, we can't continue in a scratches. So the listeners have to decide.
Persons are they're pushing, man. They're pushing, man. We're pushing, man. They're pushing, man. They're pushing. They're pushing.
Tell me when it's achieved, because then we can't move on.
I think we can reach a certain level that we can break and come again. We're not gonna hold out for the whole. But push, guys. Continue to push. It's 78 of 288. Continue to push, guys. Continue to push, guys. Continue to push. Continue. Yes, Earl Edgeworth, Keisha. Continue to push, guys. Casey, one boss himself. Push for the neighbor, guys. Push for Politics Plus. It's Politics Plus. You get the information that no one else can give. Casey, one boss, and hello, neighbor. Yeah, neighbor, you're getting some nice gift tonight, man. Push, guys. Push for Politics Plus, guys. Show your appreciation for neighbor and Casey, one boss, and the wonderful work that they're doing. Alright, Prime Global, I hear. Okay, my boss, Prime Global. Truth only. Enough respect truth only. Enough respect prime guard. Caroline. Anthony push politics plus. Anthony push guys.
Oh, all right.
Yes, neighbor. I think we can come again and can
Yes.
start back again, neighbor.
Okay. All right. How far are you, sir? Because we have to achieve that target. We don't have no question about.
I mean, we're at 173 of 288. We're almost there.
No, we let's get to 200. Let's get to 200.
All right. Neighbor said 200, guys. You think we can push the 200? Let's push the 200, guys. Let's push the 200.
Get to 200.
Let's push the 200, guys. Look at the target.
I'm going to have to go to my bed. So tell me when you're ready. Scratch it. All when you're ready, okay?
Push, guys. We'll show them so we can give him the 200 tonight. We'll show them so we can give him the 200 tonight, guys. Push, guys. Look at the screen. I don't know what is that. What is that signal? That is the target. I don't know what is that. Anyone in the chat can tell what is that the target. What is the target name? I don't know what is that signal.
They'll see it on the screen, Scratchy. They'll see it on the screen.
No, some of the persons don't understand, neighbor, because they're sending other gifts. So maybe if they target to send what is the goal target, they will reach it. So we're at 201 now, neighbor. We're at 201 now.
So we need another 87.
87. So it's roses. Okay, it's roses. Oh, it's roses. Everybody just push the roses, guys. Yeah, man, let's push the roses, guys. We're at 80%, guys. We're at 80%. 231. We're at 80%, guys. Yeah, someone said that the money gun and the balloon is way more neighbor. You get a lot of money gun and stuff, so you're kind of daring about. We're going to push him. 259. Come, guys. Push. Push it. Politics plus. KC one boss. Neighbor. Politics plus. Information that not even at the radio you can't get these information on. One neighbor. One KC one boss. Oh, it's not only Rose. Okay. Chris with the money gun. Thanks, Chris. Caroline. Tari. Right up. Big up my bro. And glasses, yes. Prime Global. They have pressure me so. See the Prime Global. We're to give Prime Global. We're doing it together, Prime Global. So yes, guys, let's continue to push. Let's continue to push, guys. Yeah, but we're at 261. We're at 261, guys. It's politics plus.
Yeah, well, I'm not coming back until we're at 288. Okay, so.
Anytime now, neighbor. Anytime now you're gonna reach the target, man. Anytime, right. Anytime now.
Okay.
And Mike also as well. So it's Mike also. Thanks, Keisha. Anytime now. Anytime now, guys. Come in, Prime Global. One more Prime Global. One more. One more push Prime Global. Big respect chance. There you go. Respect. Politics plus. You get a whole lot of information plus.
Yes, plus Scratchy.
Okay, Tyra. Yeah, neighbor, you have to look to see the other gift. Look at you see the other gift, guys. 261 neighbor. Neighbor, 261 neighbor. 261 neighbor. You're climbing, neighbor. Glasses, guys. Glasses.
Okay, great.
Glasses. Yes, Chris. Glasses, guys. Glasses. All type of different games. Look like we reach a rose target. Glasses, guys. 28 glasses I need, guys, neighbor. 18 glasses now. 18.
Man was made.
18 glasses. Politics plus. We get politics plus. So it's 1 p.m. neighbor. It's 1 p.m. neighbor. It's 1 p.m. neighbor. I mean, and thanks to the thanks everybody, thanks guys, all the guys who continue to give. Thanks, Chance, Debbie, thanks very much. Neighbor appreciate the program, appreciate it very much. Not neighbor, the program appreciates it. It's not going to neighbor. It's to the program, definitely.
Okay.
To our neighbor program.
All right.
Edwards, John. You're at 265 neighbor. You're at 48 and 52. Oh no, that's a countdown. So yes,
Okay.
guys, we're getting there, neighbor. We're getting there. 265.
We take another break and try to see if we can achieve
Nine
that.
mics. 9 mics to go. 9 mics to go.
Fantastic.
9 mics to go.
All right. Can we resume now, Scratchy? Can we resume now?
Yeah, neighbor. I think we can resume now, neighbor. For the purpose of the program, I think we can resume
No,
now.
you're going to do the rest.
Well, oh yeah, man. I'll cover the rest.
You make sure you know, sir, because
Yeah, so you get a big tree in there, neighbor. If you get that's a big gift you get, you know. That's a big. You get some money guns in, neighbor.
I didn't know that. I didn't know.
Yeah,
That's great.
you got a lot of money guns as well. Right now, if based on what your target is here, the money gun alone beat all of that, man. You get a lot of money guns. 14 roses, guys. 14 roses for the program.
Fantastic. Okay, great. All right. We have to do this again. Okay. So what we have so far, listeners, is Hanover, 1 JLP, 1 PNP. Westmoreland, 1 JLP, 1 PNP, 1 toss-up. St. Elizabeth, 4-0 for the Labour Party. Manchester, 3 for the Labour Party, 1 for the PNP. Clarendon, 5 for the Labour Party, 1 for the PNP. So it's 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 Labour, 4 Comrades, and 1 in the toss-up so far. That's the parishes that we have covered. Now I'm going to take KC, skip St. Catherine and Kingston and St. Andrew, and go into St. Thomas, and there is 1 seat in St. Thomas that falls into the category we're trying to cover. Are you there, Casey? Casey, are you there? Not hearing him.
Yes, I'm here.
Casey, in St. Thomas.
Yeah. Neighbor?
Yes? I'm taking you down to St. Thomas, Casey. Hello?
Okay. St. Thomas Eastern. St.
Yes.
Thomas Eastern is the only seat that fall in this category in St. Thomas. Because St. Thomas Western is a safe JLP seat.
We have that.
St. Thomas Eastern, well, the candidates are none other than neighbor hearing me?
Very clear. Yes, man.
Go ahead. Glitching just now. Okay. Rosemary Shaw for the People's National Party, and she's up against Dr. Michelle Charles, the incumbent for the Jamaica Labour Party. Neighbor, the misery index in St. Thomas Eastern has been very high, and it's among one of the highest in the country over the past 30 years, actually forever. So whenever some things goes awry, St. Thomas Eastern constituency is among the first to show their unhappiness. But that didn't stop them from voting for the People's National Party for 27 years, despite mediocre representation. But I can tell you that a few people told me that Michelle Charles' personality at one point is not up to scratch and really blah blah. People normally comment on those things, and I don't know why, but it really has nothing to do with their performance as an MP, because I don't have to come to the same bar to drink with you or eat and drink with you at your house to be a proper representative.
Yes.
So look at this. If you compare Dr. Michelle Charles to Fenton Ferguson, you will see that St. Thomas Eastern have undergone more infrastructure development, more houses that didn't have water have got water in St. Thomas Eastern. In the 4 years Dr. Michelle Charles have been in charge of St. Thomas Eastern than maybe the last 2 term or 3 term that Fenton Ferguson spent. So if you're going to compare her to her predecessor, she is the best member of parliament that St. Thomas Eastern have had for a very long time. So I don't see why they will vote her out based on performance of the MP. Another thing, based on personal traction in terms of she and her challenger, her competitor, Rosemary Shaw. Rosemary Shaw is one who knows the politics. She's a good campaigner. When she was a JLP member, she was a good campaigner, and she is a good campaigner for the PNP as well, and a formidable opponent. But she is not getting more traction than Dr. Michelle Charles. And the PNP is not getting more traction overall than the JLP. Mark Golden is not getting more traction than Andrew Wallace. So I cannot see the factors that would lead to a Rosemary Shaw victory at the polls in a general election in St. Thomas Eastern. It's widely accepted across the country that St. Thomas has been the most developed parish in the last 10 years, based on where they were and where they are now. And if that will play out in any constituency, like make a difference in the result in St. Thomas, it would have been Eastern St. Thomas, because Western St. Thomas is already a safe JLP seat. I cannot find the factor other than the bare numbers that they got Eastern St. Thomas in the local government election by a few hundred votes. They got a few hundred more votes than the JLP. That's the PNP I'm talking. In the local government election, I cannot find to any other factors which suggest.
Yes. You're calling it for Michelle Charles.
I cannot find to any other factors which suggest that the PNP will take it home.
Wow.
Yes.
Casey, I'm gonna have to take you on a bit of a rapid fire. It's 27 after 9. So we can skip Portland because you've already called those, and we're gonna go to St. Mary. Scratchy, you wanted to say something?
I mean, on about the constituency of St. Thomas Eastern, neighbor, it's a constituency that I'm very, very, very familiar with, neighbor.
Yeah.
It's a constituency where my foundation, my family background is.
Yeah.
And neighbor, it's probably one of...
We're gonna have to come back here maybe Saturday, Scratchy, for go ahead. For some further explanation. Casey, I'm gonna have to take you on a rapid fire. Casey, there are 3 seats in St. Mary that you have in this category. Can you tell us what is going to happen in Southeastern?
I think Dr. Dunn will retain Southeastern St. Mary by over 500 votes.
Wow. That's a sizable win, Casey. Well, okay. Yes. What about Central?
He will be comfortably winning.
What about Central?
Central St. Mary. It's a tough one, neighbor. It's one that I have forecasted for PNP over the time. I see the JLP's strength in Central St. Mary yesterday. However, I don't use a crowd to change my perspective, because I know anybody can come up with a crowd, but it's one to watch going forward. But I'm still giving it to Omar Newell until I get further evidence.
And in Western St. Mary?
Bobby Montague will come home, never. That he got enough time. He got enough time. The PNP was leading for a while, a short while.
Good. In St. Mary, there are 2 seats you have in this category. Crystal Lee, Gabriela Morris. Who's going to win that?
Pardon me?
In St. Anne, Crystal Lee, Gabriela Morris, St. Anne Northwestern. Who's going to win that?
Yes, Crystal Lee is a clear. Crystal Lee is the clear winner, neighbor. I did give an analysis on that seat already, and Crystal Lee is the clear winner.
Okay.
While Dr. Kenneth Russell is expected to win St. Anne Southeast.
So that's 3-1. Now over into Trelawney, where Tova Hamilton is with Wickham McNeil. How do you see that?
That's a toss-up, neighbor. That's a toss-up. In terms of performance and between the 2 candidates, everything seems to be pointing Tova Hamilton's direction. I know the JLP is the stronger party, Andrew Holness is the stronger of the leaders, but unlike most of the other constituencies, the PNP base, traditional base in South Trelawney, seems to have rised up, seems to have answered the call. Some place that the PNP are depending on traditional votes, the traditional support, the traditional support is there no more. But it seems like the traditional support is still in Falmouth and other areas for the PNP strong. So I would say it's a toss-up because I have factors going for both candidates. And maybe that's the only factor going for the PNP, the traditional support that has rised up in North Trelawney, but it's a very defining factor. So I use it to cancel out the other factors. And Northern Trelawney is a toss-up. I know a lot of people will be unhappy with me. People do love Tova. I love Tova Hamilton too, but I can only call what I see.
And there's 1 seat in St. James that you have placed in this toss-up, in this category. That is Southern St. James. You have given the Labour Party the others. How do you see Southern St. James?
Yes, sir. So it's Omar Davis. It's Omar Davis against my favorite candidate, neighbor.
Is she? I thought it was Tova.
Yes. Yes. No. I do like Tova.
And I know you love Audrey Marks and you love Rhoda. What's happening here?
Yes. It's a different kind of love I have for Auntie Margie and Auntie Audrey and Sister Rhoda. Neighbor.
Yes.
I do love. I do love Nikisha Burchell differently.
Every time we come to this constituency, so
yes.
we have to talk about this woman. Why?
Yes, never. And when we come to this segment, I'm talking about this constituency. I think there's a soundtrack you should search for, neighbor. I'm going to give you the name of the artist and the title of the song in a moment. I think it's Genuine, neighbor. Genuine, yes. The title of the song is In Those Jeans.
In Those Jeans?
Yes, neighbor.
Yes. Well, I tell you this, I bet you can't forecast that she's going to lose. Those Jeans.
It's a toss-up, neighbor. It's
neighbor. Yes, neighbor.
Have you seen Those Jeans?
I mean, yes, neighbor. She's very, very, very.
You're lost for words.
Yeah, very. I mean, every time I see her, neighbor, if you realize, neighbor.
Yes.
The cameraman, neighbor, with either television, either TV or CVM, they tend to put the camera mostly on the jeans.
Well, I didn't notice. I didn't
Yes, I've
notice
been
that one.
noticing it, neighbor. Whenever I'm watching any clippings with her, it's most of the jeans I'm seeing, neighbor, and I don't know why they tend to, you know. But I mean, she's okay though. I mean, this person in the chat saying false body, but I mean,
But neighbor,
Yes, sir.
back to more back to more serious business, neighbor.
Oh, yes. Well,
Southern St. James have been with the PNP for a very long time.
yes.
Homer Davis have done well.
Uh-huh.
I understand that he have asked for more for his constituents, but because of the fiscal discipline the central government have to keep, more wasn't afforded to him because you know the Andrew Holness led government work as a government and not as a party. They don't make popular decisions, they put the country first. And they won't go and fix every road and give everybody water in St. James South because it's a battleground seat. They will do that when the money is available based on how the economy is run. And
Yes.
Homer Davis has done his bit. And his supporters and the neutrals in South James is not telling me that Homer will not win back. They say he deserves another chance and they think he will win. Nikisha Burchell is getting a lot of traction for various reasons, as you know. And she is a well-spoken young lady, and it's fertile ground for the PNP. They have won it multiple times over the last maybe 7, 8 elections until they lost it by over 2,000 in 2020. But the strength in it's tough. It's a toss-up, and the strength in St. James for the Jamaica Labour Party, I think, will carry Homer Davis through. And Homer Davis' experience in battle too. He is no stranger to a battleground. Yeah, he ran in that one before and lost. Then he ran in it and he beat Dr. Walton Small. And I think he will be winning again. I think it will be 5-0 in St.
You're
James for the
forecasting
JLP,
a 5-0
despite the
sweep in St.
jeans.
James. Uh-huh. All right. So that's 5-0
Yes.
forecasted for the Labour Party in St. James. All right, then let's jump back
Yes.
down to St. Catherine.
Yes.
And Casey, there are what 2 seats you have in this category in St. Catherine? 2 seats. Damian
Yes.
Crawford versus Newton Amos. How you call that one?
Yes, neighbor. Yes, neighbor. Previously I've been saying I don't think Newton have it in him again. I think it's the 3rd time I think he have run out of steam. He have not been showing that. He have been giving it his all, and he have been getting response from his supporters, and his supporters have stuck with him. I realize he acts as something as an MP in their time of need, and they remembered that because I don't know what happened between you, Graham, the member of parliament, and the party he was supporting. He did not cross the floor, but he stopped doing his work as a member of parliament. I don't know if he even attend parliamentary sittings. So Newton Amos was there trying to use government agency and trying to give aid to people. And a lot of people have seen that. And if they vote on substance, he might pull through. Let's take it from another angle now. Damian Crawford, like him or not as a JLP supporters, he is one of the most popular PNP supporter. And Northwest St. Catherine, you have to have a big PNP base. And if he can't rise up that PNP base, you would think he can rise up that PNP base to get the numbers. So you will expect him to pull through over Mr. Amos because this is not new. Mr. Amos is not new to the constituents. And sometimes you have reached, you may be peak already, despite you giving it your best shot. It's Damian Crawford's first shot. But based on record, Newton Amos would have lost 2016. Not a big loss to Robert Pickersgill, and then lost by a whisker in the 2020 general election. I understand it was about 22 votes after magisterial recount. So there's something there for him. I think Damien Crawford have gone there and extended the lead based on the traction he got when he went there and the performance. I think he brought home all the divisions in the local government election, and they were by some margin. So I still think he's in the lead, and it's leading PNP, but it's not done and dusted.
Okay. And the other one, Casey.
Understood?
Yes, sir. Very clear. The other one is in St. Catherine, is St. Catherine Southeastern. Robert Miller, Dr. Dawes. How is that one?
Southeast St. Catherine. A battleground seat. It's been a battleground seat for a while now. The PNP got the numbers most of the time. Before Big Rob, I think Arthur Williams went closest. I think it was 2007. I think it was about 300 votes. He went within 300 votes. Robert Miller came and won by over 1,000. And I think Big Rob will win again. I think the PNP got some traction in 2023, 2024, had a good local government election in the constituency. And I think they got complacent. They chose Dr. Dawes. He had some problem with the PNP organization there. And he then tried to play the national hero for the PNP, trying to get national traction by attacking the nurses, the doctors, and the health sector, trying to attack Dr. Christopher Tufton, and it grossly backfired. And if you really listen, if you really look what's going on, you don't see him on the front page anymore, neighbor. He have been moved to work in his seat, and I think it's a little too late. He should have known he was in a battleground. Big Rob is there going to church every Sunday, every Saturday. Is being seen everywhere. He's been doing the work, political work and otherwise. And it's a very good constituency in terms of living condition with a set of very intelligent electorate. And a lot of the people in parts of Southeast St. Catherine that there are people in parts of Southeast St. Catherine that would either vote for this JLP or they would have stayed away from the political process. But there's no chance they're voting for this PNP in this shape. And because of that, I think this battleground will go to Big Rob.
Wow. All right. So then help me with St. Catherine, Casey. There are 11 seats in St. Catherine. In other words, St. Catherine will remain unchanged.
Yes.
St. Catherine is going to
really
remain.
Think so.
Yes. And Kingston, there are 3 seats there. Central Kingston is the only one that you want to call that one for me, please?
Well, it's traction to I'll give the points to Donovan Williams. I don't think Steve McGregor have done enough. I don't see him getting enough traction. Something is really wrong with the PNP organization, with the PNP in Central Kingston. I think the people have turned on them and it wasn't a fluke. I think removing Lawrence Rowe for Steve McGregor didn't help the PNP.
Okay, and then the one with Davian Vassell, the St. Andrew East Central. Are you going to call that one for me? That's the final one.
I expect Vassell to hustle Dennis Garden, but I think it's still leaning PNP. I think the Maxfield Park division is still too strong. I think it's still PNP garrison somewhere there. It's not a garrison across the constituency, but I think it's a PNP garrison somewhere there. Vassy is a TikTok and he can reach people other politician can't reach, and he could spring a surprise, but I think it's still leaning PNP. Give that one to Dennis Garden for the moment.
Here is the results of the forecast tonight, listeners. Give me half a minute and I'll come back. Thank you so much, Casey. Do not move from where you are. This is fascinating.
Okay.
Fascinating stuff. Let's go. Time is going. Based on the information we have got tonight from KC, the PNP goes into this election with 14 seats. They have lost one. So of the 14 seats that the PNP went into the election with, based on KC Politics Plus forecast tonight, they have lost one of the seats. Take out your pen and paper and let's tally. They have lost Northwest Manchester. Damian Young is being forecasted to win Northwest Manchester.
Yes.
My goodness gracious me. That is breaking news. And you hear Casey saying yes. So of the 14 seats that the PNP goes into the election with, one is forecasted to be lost by the PNP. Damian Young, the job boss, is being forecasted to win Northwest Manchester. All right, now let's go. So the PNP holds on to 13 seats. And they have picked up one in Hanover. That's 14. They have picked up one in Westmoreland. That's 15. They have picked up one in Manchester. That's 16. That's it. Let's go again. They enter the election with 14 seats based on the information given to me. They have lost Northwest Manchester with Michael Phillips. So that's 13. They are down to 13. They have held on to all the others, which means that they are holding Southwest Clarendon, St. Anne Northeastern, St. Mary Central, St. Catherine Northwestern, St. Catherine North Central, St. Catherine Eastern, St. Andrew Western, St. Catherine Southern, St. Andrew Southwestern, St. Andrew East Central, St. Andrew Southeastern, Kingston East, and Port Royal.
Yes, St. Anne Southeast, not Northeast.
St. Anne Southeastern, correct? Yes. So they have held 13. They have picked up one in Hanover. That's 14. They have picked up one in Westmoreland. That's 15. They have picked up one in Manchester. That's 16. That's it. So the PNP, based on tonight's forecast, is only walking away with 16 seats. But here's the catch. Only 2 seats on the island we have not called tonight. Only 2, one in Westmoreland and one in Trelawney, which means that the best result for the PNP is 18. The best result for the PNP, based on what Casey is telling me tonight, is 18. Remember now, they are sure of 16. 2 is too close to call, so they could win 18 or 16, minus 63. So the Labour Party, based on tonight's forecast, is winning 45 of the 63 seats. 45, with a possibility of losing 2. So the worst result for the Labour Party, based on tonight's forecast, is 43. 43 or 45. Scratchy?
Yes, neighbor.
Your party is winning the election.
I was saying, neighbor, definitely, neighbor. I definitely know that the Jamaica Labour Party is winning the election, neighbor. When it comes to the Jamaica Labour Party, I'm going forward, neighbor. There's never been any doubt in me if the Jamaica Labour Party would win the election. But I say that oftentimes, neighbor, for me, it is more about how many seats are we going to take? Are we going to maintain our 49? Are we going to drop our 49? Or will we increase that 49? So I have never worried, neighbor. I'm never shaky about winning this election, neighbor. I definitely know that we will win this election.
But Scratchy, this is a massive win. If this holds, this is a magnificent performance by the Jamaica Labour Party.
Definitely, neighbor. For a governing party, neighbor, going for a third term, neighbor.
By the way, have you found any fault with this analysis tonight? This projection by Casey? Doesn't it sound real?
Yeah, I mean, based on statistics and forecasting, neighbor, anyone can come and forecast something, neighbor. I can come and say 50 seats the JLP gonna win. I can come and say 55 seats, but it's all about, neighbor, meeting those objectives, showing me how can we win those 50 seats. And I think based on what Casey has displayed tonight, neighbor, Casey has shown us, neighbor, all the ways how we come by this projection, neighbor. He showed us in every single way, shape, and form.
I am shocked.
Yes, I am also shocked as well, neighbor. And I like his analyst, neighbor. He's very honest, despite, he might be supporting the governing party. He still show that there's a possibility that the party might lose seat, despite everyone being anticipated and wanting us to gain seat. So yes, neighbor, I think Casey is spot on, neighbor. I definitely agree with him, neighbor. And I definitely like how he break it down. And I have to just follow what he's saying, neighbor. But again, neighbor, I want to say to the viewers and everyone, neighbor, that what Casey has said tonight, neighbor, what Casey has displayed tonight, neighbor, is just a forecast, neighbor. A swing towards Jamaica Labour Party, an election day can cause, can. I think, neighbor, for me, I think that if it's down to the 2 bases, neighbor, I think we're going to have a close call election. But I think if there's a possibility, neighbor, where we see a massive turnout, there's a possibility, neighbor, where we might see a big election in Jamaica Labour Party thinking that. So definitely, neighbor, it's advantage JLP. And well done again, Casey, tonight. I agree 100% with Casey.
If you see a swing in the West that enables the JLP to take Western Hanover, then the JLP is taking upwards of 50 seats.
Exactly.
Because sometimes you cannot predict a swing. But
listeners,
if you see a swing in the West that has the JLP winning Western Hanover, the JLP is winning over 50 seats. And if you see a swing in the West that has Dr. Andre Harton beating Marlene Malawi Fort, then the PNP would have already swept Hanover and Westmoreland and win North Trelawney and maybe so and win South St. James too, and the PNP would be challenging.
Okay, it's late in the night, but my heart is pounding here. I think this is amazing stuff. Okay, listeners, for those of you who join in late, the score in Hanover is 1-1. KC, he has the Labour Party winning Eastern, the PNP winning Western. In St. James, it's a 5-0 thrashing of the PNP. In Trelawney, the Labour Party is expected to win Southern. Northern is too close to call. In St. Anne, it remains St. Anne. Yes, the PNP will retain St. Anne Southeastern. The Labour Party is forecasted to take all the other 3 seats. In St. Mary, it will remain 2-1 in favor of the Jamaica Labour Party, with Central going back to the People's National Party. In Portland, it's 2-0 in favor of Labour. In St. Thomas, though admittedly there is a fight out east with Michelle Charles, it is still 2-0 in favor of the Jamaica Labour Party. Kingston and St. Andrew largely remains the same, and St. Catherine, no change in those parishes, with Big Rob in the battleground seat of St. Catherine Eastern forecasting to win over Dr. Alfred Dawes. In Clarendon, look at that. The 2 northern seats, one by Siblitz, the other by young Warren Newby. The Labour Party is taking those. It's a 5-1 drubbing in Clarendon. In Manchester, very, very close, but Casey is suggesting that the Labour Party is going to take Manchester 3-1. Rhoda Moy getting a second term. Audrey Marks, she's going to be going to Parliament for the first time. And listen to this. Damian Young, his second time running here in Northwest Manchester, he's forecasted to win, to beat the PNP's spokesman on transportation, Michael Phillips. I think Michael is going for his 4th term. That's going to be a major upset if it holds. In St. Elizabeth, it's 4-1. The Labour Party is sweeping St. Elizabeth 4-1. You know that St. Elizabeth has the bellwether, or what some people call weather vane seat. 4-0 in favor of the Jamaica Labour Party. And so the entire island is looking like it looked in 2020. The PNP goes into the election with 14 seats. They have lost Manchester Northwest. The PNP has picked up a seat in Westmoreland.
Labour, I'm not. Casey is still here, but I will hasten to say, I think, based on Casey's prediction and everything, because definitely, even though Casey is predicting this, guys, I think it's safe to say that this is being predicted these results have been predicted based on the member of parliament themselves or the candidates themselves performance, neighbor, and the government. It is not inclusive of the Anjones factor, neighbor. We have to always remember that there's a factor called the Anjones factor, neighbor, who can also push this election to a next level, neighbor, and bring some of these candidates who tonight
but
we might not forecast.
Even with the wholeness factor excluded, Scratchy, this is a phenomenal performance.
Very, 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 very much so, neighbor. Very, very phenomenal without the bonus factor. And
If the Labour Party comes out of this election with 43 seats, that's a phenomenal performance. Considering the weight, considering what has been thrown at them, considering it's a 3rd term. If you win a 3rd term with 43 seats, Scratchy, then you're eyeing 4 or 5 terms.
Definitely, neighbor. I mean, neighbor, we have spoken about this before, neighbor. Everyone
What is
have
happening in
analyzed and said
Jamaica?
that. I mean, Jamaicans, neighbor, are the Jamaicans, neighbor, see what is going on, neighbor, and I think constituencies are now getting jealous, neighbor. They see all constituencies who are member of parliament, who are from the Jamaica Labour Party. They are seeing the advancement in those constituencies, neighbor, and top constituencies that support the People's National Party are now being jealous, neighbor, and really want to be a part of the development that is going on in Jamaica. They don't want to be left out anymore.
This is all striking. This is all striking. So the best result, as is forecasted tonight, is 18 seats for the PNP. The best result, 18. Yeah. The worst, 16. The best result for the Labour Party tonight is 45, and the worst result is 43. My fellow Jamaicans, this is all striking. This is a lightning has struck tonight. This is amazing. This is amazing stuff here. I wonder if any other listeners have any comment on this. Casey is still here. It's 10 o'clock in Jamaica. It's 10 o'clock, and I'm shocked. I am shocked that the Labour Party, at 2.5 weeks out from a general election, is looking so good on paper. Well, you know, elections are won on election day. It's not won until the votes get in the box. But this is this is news as no other coming out of Politics Plus tonight. Let's go to the callers and see. Give them a minute each, Scratchy. I'm going to have to. Oh my goodness gracious me. Give me a second, Demaki. Give me a second. Let's listen a little bit of Britney Spears.
Maki flex, man.
Born to make you happy tonight. Go ahead, Maki.
Bless up. Well done as usual, Casey.
Yes.
Well done as usual. Listen, my view quickly. I observed the Prime Minister in my parish, Northwest,
Yes, Maki
a couple
flex.
days ago.
Respect.
Sorry. A bit noisy to this evening. You hear me clearly?
You better go ahead quickly.
Yeah, man. All right.
Yes, man.
So I observed the Prime Minister in the parish in Northwest a couple of days ago. And I tell you, the genuine outpouring the Prime Minister is phenomenal. The JLP carries a local crowd, not imported crowd, unlike the PNP. And that is sending a very strong signal as to where this election is going. Let me tell you, man, I've never seen it like this before. And to add to that, the diaspora is getting involved in the mix as well. I've never seen so much interest in our Jamaican elections from a diasporan point of view. And I tell you, it is going to be a backside of the PNP. I have no doubt about it. So I believe Casey is spot on, and the JP perhaps can win more than what he projects them to win this evening. I'm counting now with St. Catherine as one of them.
Well, sir, I'm telling you, it's amazing to even cover this here tonight. I tell you, it's the challenge I'm having here is that I don't see, based on what has been laid out before me, any holes that I could poke in anywhere there. It comes across as very authentic. This is an amazing stuff. There is something happening in Jamaica that I need to put my hands on, over the next couple of days. What the hell is happening in Jamaica? Why are these people? What is happening, Maki?
Listen, I think the technology has decimated the PNP. In the Ghana days when it just in an RGR carrying the news for them, and I said that purposely. You have TikTok, you have all these various social platforms, and the government has performed. The increase with our women involved in the electoral process. It's most women you see on the road, jumping up behind the campaign, women who are the organizers, and they're taking a lot of active part in it. And they are swinging mostly to wholeness because the social programs is geared at helping a lot of single homes, which are women leading the single homes, right? And of course,
we'll have a review. We'll have a review on Saturday. We'll be back here on Monday. Next week, Thursday, will be our final forecast. That is when we are going to hit the results as definite. We have some more work that we want to do this week. And then next week, Thursday, Maki, I hope that you can join us next week Thursday also. But thank you for tonight, sir.
Blessings.
Thank you for the night. The breaking news tonight is that the Labour Party is winning again and is winning by a landslide. Goodness gracious me. What is happening in Jamaica? Scratchy is here. Casey is also here. Is there a caller online? Good night.
Yes,
good night,
Nikki.
caller.
Nikki.
Nikki? Good night. Good night, Nikki.
Go ahead, Nikki. Fancy face.
Hey, good night, Scratchy. What's up? Good night, neighbor.
What's
Good
up,
night,
Fancy?
panel.
Oh, your face is fancy, no? Hi.
Very
Definitely
fancy.
Very, very fancy. And elegant.
Are you related to Fancy Cat?
No, definitely not.
No. No.
No.
Not a post. Fancy post.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I totally agree with Scratchy, neighbor. Now, my own personal analysis of this general election, persons in other, don't be surprised if Mark Golding constituency you see a shift in voting. He's not gonna lose his seat, but there's gonna be a shift in the voting because persons talking that they want their house look like Central Kingston housing development. And not just them alone, persons in Angela Brownberg's constituency, back to in particular, they are talking, they want the same kind of housing development that Central Kingston has. So don't be surprised if the voting in their constituency, if you see a shift in it, that persons start to coming out to vote for the Labour Party in those constituencies.
And
Well, ma'am?
Fancy,
Yeah.
that's why I made the point, neighbor, where I said, neighbor, that even if Mr. Vassell should not come out victorious in this election, neighbor, I know that he would definitely make some grounds, and I would ask Mr. Vassell that he remain in that constituency, neighbor, as the candidate, opposition, as the losing candidate, and continue to push neighbor going into the 2025 election because the JLP will have the majority, neighbor, and he will definitely come out on top next time. Trust me.
He's gonna gain traction.
Yes.
He's gonna gain
We
traction.
don't have a lot of time. We don't have a lot of time, Fancy. Thank you so much.
Not a problem. Have a good night. Stay blessed. Stay safe. One love.
Bye-bye. Keep your face fancy as you can.
I will.
Have a great night. Yep. Good,
Thanks.
good. Say hi to Fancy Post for me. Activists, good night. Good night, sir. Good night, activists. Good night, sir. Good night.
Activists.
Johnson, good night, sir.
Me and the song like it connect today. Activists are here? Activists?
He's gone. He's
He's
gone.
gone.
Take the other.
Me and the song like a little comrade. Tin. Outer road. Cutter road. Oh, Cutter road. Cutter.
Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, but when I hear from none of these persons, just come in the box. I don't know how them reach in the box.
Okay, all right. Well, I guess they just
Laura? Go ahead, Laura. No Laura. Laura Jailer, no Laura neither.
okay. Well, if you see the line, Scratchy.
And it's a tall line, man. Mansa
The line.
Musa, go on down in the chat. Yeah, go on. DJ Silva. DJ Silva. No DJ Silva neighbor.
No, not there either.
Yeah, find somebody else and come again.
All right. Go ahead, Ian Dawson. There's a
DJ,
massive.
you ready, DJ?
No, sir. Go
Ian?
with Dawson.
No, Ian.
Good night, neighbor.
Oh, Ian is here, man.
Neighbor is feeling good. Feeling good, neighbor. Feeling good.
Talk for yourself. You have a minute.
Feeling good, neighbor. Feeling good. I'm feeling good. I'm in the winning column.
Oh, Ian is here.
Yeah? In the
Neighbor
winning
is
column. Feeling good, neighbor. Feeling good.
Talk for yourself. You have a minute.
Feeling good, neighbor. Feeling good. I'm feeling good. I'm in the winning column. Yeah. In the winning column. Feeling good, neighbor. Feeling good. Neighbor, can't wait. I can't wait for election day, neighbor.
Help us there, Scratchy.
Dave, mute Dave, neighbor. Go ahead, Ian. What you say now, Ian? Go ahead, Ian.
Ha. Wow,
Ian, unmute Ian.
Yeah.
Go
All
ahead.
right. Neighbor, it's nice to hear good news, you know. My party is winning. I'm winning very good. You know? Thanks to all of the good work that you put in. You and Scratchy and everybody, you know. Because you really reach out and tap St. Mary, Western St. Mary.
Oh, so I look down there.
Huh.
It's looking great, you know. Looking good. The Prime Minister passed through and he get the warm reception, you know.
Yeah.
But I want to tell you, his woman is winning this election, you know. Women.
By the
And
way,
young people, especially young girls, them
yes, sir.
they came out in their numbers.
I just want you to know that it's Casey. Does the forecast work here, sir?
Tell him.
Yeah.
Casey is the man, yeah. You know that it's 40 female. You know it's 40 women going up in this election, though.
Party.
Yes.
Whoa. Woman
Yes.
taking over, man. The ones are taking over.
All the time, Ian. How much you have? How much of them you have?
one neighbor, one.
That's right. She's listening to you. That's why you're behaving yourself, eh?
Yeah, you know, it's him laughing. Keep it that way. Keep it that way, Ian. Keep it that one, Ian. Keep it that one.
Sorry.
Why, neighbor, I love you. Neighbor, we become such a good and close family. I can't leave you for one night.
All right. You become buy me a beer, yeah? Later.
All right. Must, neighbor, must. That is a must.
Yes.
We'll link
yes,
up,
man.
neighbor.
Link up, man.
Bless up, yeah. Dave,
All
come in,
right,
Dave.
dog.
Dave, you have the floor, Dave.
Go ahead, Dave.
Not hearing from Dave. Derek. No, Derek. Plumber Hype. Mr. Hype.
Yeah, what going? Night.
Come through. You have the floor. You have a minute.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we're hearing you. Claro.
Yeah, good night, people. Me I listen to the last. I mean, I say, come like these people are delusional or something.
Who is delusional?
Like, literally, like, neighbor, Scratchy. Who this?
What's your name, sir?
Oh, Plumo.
What is the meaning of plumber? What is the meaning of plumber?
What is the meaning? It's just a name.
Plumber.
It's just a,
Let me ask
So there's
let me
no
ask,
meaning. You give yourself a name plumber with no meaning.
it's just a name. We're not, I'm not
So
saying
there's
it's a
no
name.
meaning. You give yourself a name plumber with no meaning.
It's just a name.
let me ask you a question, sir.
Speak about my name.
Hello, sir. Let me ask you a question.
Mm.
Hello, sir.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
You know you are being rude.
Okay.
Yes, you can't come on my program calling me delusional, sir.
Yeah, because when I have to talk to you, make
No,
sense.
hold on, no man. You hold on. You know what delusional means, sir?
Yeah.
What it means?
It doesn't matter what me. Me know the reason why I'm tell you, right?
Are you delusional?
Hold on.
Listen.
What? Listen. You listen. What does it mean?
Am I at school?
No, you are on a
Yes.
program. You are a program.
Alright,
No, wait, sir. No, wait. There are 900 and odd people listening to you right now. I am asking you to tell the listeners what is the meaning of you say I am delusional. What does it mean?
Because basically when I talk things when it make sense. And I think way out of the
Okay.
box basically.
Okay, so you sir, you just want to take over the program, man.
No, I don't want to come. I want to make my point and leave.
Do
That's
you know
it.
what is schizophrenia?
No, you
Do know-
can't make your point and leave. You have to make your point, and then your point will be rebutted, and then
Yes.
you leave,
All right,
sir.
all right, okay.
What is schizophrenia? Do you know what is schizophrenia, sir?
Neighbor. Are we at
Do
school?
you know what it's Do you know what is schizophrenia?
No, I don't know what it is. Or what it
Do
means.
you know what is a psychotic disorder?
No.
Well then, my brother, do not use words that you do not
No,
understand.
but first of all, Me never
Do
say
you
you're
know
mad.
what is a psychotic disorder?
I never say anyone I'm mad.
Are you a supporter of the PNP?
Wait, the catchy. Do you know what is a psychotic disorder, sir?
Just like how you try to behave now.
I'm psychotic.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Never.
Are you a supporter of the PNP?
Never.
I'm not
Never.
supporting. I'm not
Yes, sir.
supporting the party at the moment.
I know you value your listeners, and I don't think they want to hear this, man. You know, so I don't know why
No,
you have
no.
them up here for all of 2 minutes and 59
No,
seconds.
but I'm trying to make a point. I'm trying to. I
No,
want
but
to say something.
nobody wants to hear your
Nobody
point.
now allow me to say what I want to say.
Scratchy.
No, I do. I want.
Do
I
a
want.
terrible thing, no man.
Sir, listen my plumber hype. Listen my plumber hype. You come up here, you don't come to make a point. You come and be disrespectful. You
No.
come and you don't come to have a discussion. Listen me, you can't just jump up and call people this is delusional. That is disrespectful,
No,
sir.
because
Say,
you know,
listen up.
no.
Listen
You know
up,
what
plumber.
I say? You know
Listen
what
up,
I say?
plumber. Watch out.
You know
Plumber,
what I'm
listen
saying?
up,
You know
man.
what I'm saying?
Plumber. Listen me. Plumber, listen up, man, plumber. You're going to apologize and
All right,
retract your word about
basically.
delusional. However, discussion and go
Basically.
forward. You're
No,
going to
what I-
retract that word. You're going to retract
No.
it, plumbing?
No.
Plumbing,
What
will you
I-
retract delusional?
All right, me retract it then.
All right, so we have to say now.
All right. Can I say what I want to say? All right. So, neighbor is saying that JLP are going to win by, first of all, we actually win the election before the election even call. And not even call, before it even happening, right? That's fine. Everybody have an opinion. But what I'm saying, if you study Jamaican politics like that, if you people know Jamaican politics like that, you should have known, say, when it comes to PNP and JLP, it literally cut in half. So if PNP win, it's always by a margin. If JLP win, it's always by a margin. In 2020, when Andrew win, in COVID, right, he win by a lot, a season. Basically, remember, you know, that was
What was the
basically
1980 election
lowest.
results?
Well, that in 2020, you can check the facts. It was
What
the
was the
lowest.
1980 election results, sir?
Me not talk about 1980.
What was the 1989 election results, sir?
Why you asking about 1980? I'm talking
Because
about
you tell me, say
2020.
PNP and JLP always a win by close margin.
What
That you
I'm
just
saying,
tell me a while ago. Plummy.
listen up. What I'm saying, most times, them always win by margins.
Plummy, so now that we are trying to add up, Plummy, we are trying to add most time. So, Plummy, we are trying to find the most. Plummy, listen, man. Plummy, we are trying to find the most time. Plummy, we are trying to find the most time. So let's check from 1980 till now. To see which one close. So 1980, what was 1980 results, Plummy?
I have no idea.
You don't have no idea. What was 1989 results, Plummy?
I still have no idea.
What was 1993 results, Plummy?
I still have no idea.
What was 1997 election results, Plummy?
Well, you tell me them. Since you
No,
know.
Plummy, listen to me, Plummy. You see, you comrades, you guys like to be handed fish. I'm not going to tell you. Go and research and come back tomorrow. And don't let me try my magic pan and make it disappear tonight, you know, Plummy. Because from there, I'll make one on it disappear the other night, you know.
Problem, bro. But what I'm saying is,
Plummy, I'm not going to hand the information to you. Come here and tell me, say, all the election have been closed. Plummy, you come here and say all the election have been closed, and you cannot tell us election results from 1980.
All of them. I did not say all of them.
You said most. You said most.
Most of them were closed.
So most is not all right. Most of them. So tell me, tell me 5 elections have been closed. Tell me 5 elections have been closed.
Hold on.
Plummy, tell me 5 elections that have been closed.
So I can't make my point.
You don't have no point.
No, I
You
can't
don't
make
have
my point.
no point, Plummy. You don't have no point. Tell me 5 elections that have been closed.
I'm here to talk about 2020 election and 25 election. I don't want to talk about no other election.
So you're going to retract your next statement then again and say that most of them have not been closed. Retract that statement again. Retract your statement again, Plummy.
I want to make my point.
When you retract and go for retract your statement, Plummy.
Oh my God. I want to make my point. And you're not alone.
Hold on, Plummy. We have a next caller. Kendall, come through. You don't have no point in a Plummy. You talk 10 minutes. Plummy, you have lost your right to say anything, Plummy. You have lost that right, Plummy. You have lost that right, Plummy. You said most of the elections have been closed and you cannot tell me 5 election results.
No, if you know you talk.
Huh? You can't tell me 5 election results. What was 2007 general election
Especially
results?
we don't have anybody else who want to put a word in.
John, would you like to come? John, come through, John.
Yes, good night.
Come
You hear
through,
me?
John. Yeah, man, we are here loud and clear, John.
All right, good night, night. Yeah, I was listening to the forecast all night.
Yeah.
I think we should have allowed that young man to speak, so he could make his point, and so we could teach him something, and so he could learn. I think we're here to teach,
Amen.
so they can learn.
Yeah, but
anyway,
listen, John,
yeah,
you attempt to teach him, John. I will not allow Plummy to mislead and it come on this platform with 500 persons.
No, I understand.
And put out any misleading information so close to an
and I see
election.
where it's going. I see where it's going. But anyway,
So close to an election, we're not going to allow Plummy to come put out any misinformation out there.
Misinformation, bro.
You just come say most election have been close, Plummy, and you can't tell me 5 election results. So why should I entertain you in a discussion, sir? Why should I entertain you in a discussion?
The fact is, if he wanted to learn something, he would have been listening and learning.
Yeah. And
he came here not to really make a point, but to make a challenge.
Yeah. And I understand.
That's not the type of thing.
Scratchy, you ask me questions, so you have the answer.
You try to teach.
So John, how must you come up here then and say most elections have been close and he can't tell election result and that have been close?
You don't know.
What is close?
Yeah.
What is close?
But you for tell me, you for tell me what's the definition of close.
When Andrew won in first which year Andrew won? 2016? How many seats did he win by?
I don't think him know KC. What's the in a Plummy? Because I want the undecided vote of them, see what the Camerons have to offer.
If you study Jamaican politics, right?
Plummy, it is clear you don't study Jamaican politics, Plummy. You don't know 1980 election results, Plummy, so you don't study Jamaican politics. Plummy, hold on, Plummy. Car Chris. Go ahead, Car Chris, and then Tahira. Go ahead, Car Chris.
Hi, you hearing me?
Yeah, we hear Clara. Loud and clear, Car Chris. Go ahead.
All right, so he was asking what was the result for the last election. All right, we could beat and teach. The last election, the JLP won 49 seats. 49 from 63 is how much, Plummer?
I was talking from 2016, when he first won.
You tell me. You can't tell most. If it's most, it must mean the number bigger. Anyway, I'm not gonna waste my time.
Yeah, don't waste your time on Plummy. Plummy was sent here by the.
So if we I've been watching the prediction. And so you predict with facts, and you predict with numbers, right? And I can say I agree with your forecast, right? I think you were fair with your numbers based on what happened previously and what you see going on the ground. I think you were fair, right? So, and I think also that there's a likability factor. So I think that people are leaning towards liking the current prime minister than they do the opposition leader. It is clear, you can see it in social media. And before I go, they are using social media. Nobody don't really watch news more than so like once. And used to, listen to polls and so only from what you get on TV, JRC them or whatever. Social media has been taken over. So he is in line with what is going on with young people. Is young people voting? Young people are the ones who are voting, and they're voting for what they see, right? Unfortunately, some of them who are undecided, like the word the brother here, are not using history. All you have to do is go up on the internet and Google certain things, So the 1989 and the 1980 elections were simple Google, simple chat GPT, and you come up with that result. The time where you blah 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 blah, you could have come up with that and answer and make you look so foolish, right?
You want me for animal fish and tell him.
No, you're not have to try for put a
but Scratchy, I wouldn't you have a fish if you go by another side.
Exactly.
Young people, all you need to do your research. It is there, it is out there. And you're not favor nobody over nobody. Do your research, and when you're gonna say most means is a bigger number. There was never anything marginal. The only thing marginal was the local government election, and we're not talking about that. That's a completely different
So in 2016, what it was?
Sir, I'm not talking about you right now. I'm
No,
talking
me
about
ask the question I asked.
But that
I'm
is not
giving you the
most.
opportunity. I'm giving you the opportunity to go and find out for yourself. I'm not going to be serving any bread tonight.
Yeah, you need to research.
Yeah, do your research.
Plumbing.
Yeah,
Listen, plumbing.
we're in the information era.
Yeah,
Everything
we're
is at
in
your
this age
fingertips.
of information. It
At
is
your
that you just how you
fingertips.
could have
Just
click
like the
request.
Yes,
You could have
just like if
research.
right. So
PNP
let me.
use ChatGPT to create their manifesto plumbing, you can use ChatGPT to locate the information.
I am not
Do as
even
your
going to
party
go
do.
there because ChatGPT overall is trustworthy as long as you do your research along with it. So it is a good resource. Anyway, I like the analysis. I like how it is fair and you don't put no feelings in. That's how you do prediction. So Plummy, what was done tonight is a prediction. Election to call it. So all you can do now is predict. All right. Have a good night, everyone.
Thank you. Come in, Tyra.
Oh yeah.
You can take me down.
I agree with Casey, especially what he stated about the seats in my parish. So South St. James, we all know that was a PNP stronghold. So anything is possible. And what I've realized there is that not necessarily new PNP supporters, but the old PNP supporters still have not changed, even though they see the result of their member of parliament. They don't really like the diehards in that constituency. They remain diehards. Nothing you do will change them in South St. James. On the other hand, it is similar in Mount Salem, in Pamalau. The constituency, yes, like Spring Gardens area, the division she's good there. But Salem, the diehards remain the diehards. And what I've heard from some of them when they have voiced their opinion, especially my age group, is that they're saying that Andrew is too strict. And what I've realized, that specific community that I've grown up in partially as well, they don't like rules and regulations, so they want to lean to the side that seems more for the poor or for a certain thing. So I've realized that Andre Harton has been doing like football match stuff that just out in the middle of the road, like them just like anything we loose and anything we just no rules and regulations. That's what they like in that area. That's what like. So they don't like rules and regulations.
And out.
And me, I tell a treasured boss, I've spoken to some because I've been trying to say that, me, I try get some vote out. And I'm telling you that they're saying that Andrew is too strict. And also the other day I had a talk with a hairdresser. And I said to her that Andrew is doing this, that, and I mentioned the school buses. You know what that lady said to me? If school bus are achievement. If school bus
Clarendon.
so she said if school bus is accomplishment, and I was so shocked because I know she has 2 children and she's going to say, if I'm going to be mentioning Andrew's achievement and I'm going to mention a school bus, that is not an achievement. She then further went on to say that also we should not boast on what Andrew do, because the last time she checked is PNP and JLP go together and create the school bus and create. I said no, a lot of people are still misinformed, by the roads of the government. They're thinking of the US where the Senate and passing certain laws and legislation. They're mixing up passing certain things with like the indigent housing or social housing. Them things that Andrew and Mark idea. I don't know where they concocted this in their head to believe that is how it goes. Like Andrew and Mark sit down and decide school bus. Andrew and Mark sit down and like I don't know. Since being on the road late last week till now, me shocked. Like I try to stay away from asking certain people things, but hearing what they have to say, Scratchy, it is crazy. Moby, them pick up the sidewalk and in the middle of the town, the hairdresser tell me same way, look how they go kill with tax. Me say, no new tax not coming into the address. So all my tax raise. I said, probably you're making more money. So when you make more money, the percentage remain the same, but the amount is going to increase because the more money. People think the moment the tax amount goes up, they're being charged more tax, but you are making more money, hence your tax is it's not going to remain the same figure.
Exactly.
It's that's what
Yeah,
it
bro,
says.
it must go up.
Must
So
go.
All right.
like literally, me see why a
1%.
lot of people PNP is in. I agree with Casey forecast 100%, and PNP is in some reason it still exists. Honestly, it still exists.
Definitely.
Scratchy?
Yes, neighbor.
That's
But I
all
have to leave it there tonight.
Hard work is in the box. You hard work the last time. Hard work.
Thanks, Tyra.
Yes.
Hard work the last minute, neighbor. Go ahead, hard work.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Work hard. Go ahead, sir.
Hard work. I'm not talking about him now. I'm not talking about him now. Talk.
Scratch, you may have something to throw at you now.
Go on then. Go on. Take the minute then, John.
Yeah, man, because we're talking about earlier about the Prime Minister, and in the forecast it shows the amount of seat that potentially the party can win. If you take the Prime Minister out of the mix, you still have about 40 seats, right?
Yeah.
So the Labour parties can still win the election
Exactly.
without the Prime Minister,
Exactly.
which is not going to happen. God forbid it's not going to happen. So I am looking at this thing and I'm just thinking out loud. Tell me what you think. Over the few years where the Prime Minister has been getting all the hammering, it seems like there's a deliberate target on him, which is probably deliberately taking all the heat, leaving his MPs to work so they can take care of their constituency and win their votes.
PNP Manifesto and ChatGPT.
And I read it again. Introduce digital.
Make any sense?
Yeah, makes sense, definitely, John.
Yeah. So
Definitely have a point.
yeah. So what I'm saying is, the Prime Minister is always telling us that he's playing a chess game. Could that be that chess game that he's playing?
Yes, and he has made a lot of smart move. I think his silence and the whole matter, because it takes two to make a quarrel. I think his silence to and the whole matter and let them alone babble up their mouth it has caused them a lot. And I think the fact that the investigation has drawn out for so long, to be investigating someone for 2020 from 2021 till about 2024, I mean that's total madness. That shows that you simply can't find anything on this person. You're basically fishing. And I think Jamaicans have won weary of that and got aware of that. Even the last Dan and this poll showed them that a majority of the country don't care about the IC, you get me? Investigation into the Prime Minister.
Nobody really care about corruption anymore.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we have never seen corruption really overthrown in the government in Jamaica. So definitely it shows that it was just PNP was just throwing mud slinging, hoping that something would stick. And let's say that nothing don't stick. The Prime Minister is out there in the field now. We see the response that he's getting. We see the parish that he turn up. We see how many persons are coming out. So definitely it's all love for the PM. He's definitely the man. He's definitely the most popular politician in the Western Hemisphere, as Casey alluded to earlier. So definitely, man, it's 1 p.m. John, and he's definitely a master chess player. He knows what he's doing. He's very tactical in his approach. He has basically changed the politics. We have never seen any politics like this. We have never seen this form of campaigning.
Yeah.
So definitely, I have to give it to the PM. Yes, neighbor. Go ahead.
Yep. Yeah, John, take care of yourself.
Okay. Are we on tomorrow?
Well, we'll see what happens. So Scratchy, how did we do in terms of the targets we set tonight? How did we do?
I mean, yeah, neighbor, I think you met your target, neighbor. The main target that you had set, neighbor. Basically, if you don't meet it based on what you set on the screen, you have meet it in other gifts that were much bigger than what your target was. So you would definitely make up for it in that way.
Want to say good night to everyone. Thank you so much, Casey. Thank you for the work, sir. Thank you so much.
Respect.
Good night, everyone.
Thank you for having me.
It's 1 p.m. Good night.
Blessed night, everyone. And again, everyone, just continue to stay focused, guys. We're about 19 or 20 days now, so just stay focused. We're counting down. Don't lose the rhythm. Don't lose the energy. Don't lose the vibe. And remember, don't pull up at the polling station by yourself. You and your neighbor voting for Labour. 1 p.m.
1 p.m.
Bless up, Rebel, every time. Neighbor, I see persons in the chat saying that they're not moving tonight in the neighbor.
They're not moving.
I don't know what to do to these people in the neighbor.
I don't know what's going to happen election night, you know. You have to have two different sites, two different pages.
You know,
the program is going to crash election night in the neighbor.
Don't crash, man. Yeah, man.
It's been a very long day.
Don't surprise neighbor, you see some numbers in the highway, you can't believe, you know.
Man.
Well, I tell you something. I have to be up tomorrow at about 3 o'clock. Head out to work. And 3 o'clock. So Casey said he has had a long day too. My listeners, I'm gonna have to take a leave.
Neighbor, somebody say you're gonna have to get a currency dub plate, you know.
Oh, they want currency?
Yeah, man, you have to get a currency dub plate.
Okay, well, that is gonna be difficult because the systems are not. Well, let's see what we can do for the listener. All right.
So thanks and respect everyone.
Yeah, man, take care of yourself, Casey. Bye.
Thanks and respect, neighbor. Respect,
yeah, man, respect to you.
Scratchy, bro.
Bless up, my bro. You short to my, you Casey?
Yes.
All right, man.
That is it.
John, enough respect and love, you know.
Yeah, man, manners.
Neighbor, blessed night, neighbor.
Take care of yourself.
Same thing, boss. Everyone in the chat, enough love and big up.
Yeah, man, Jamaica girl is okay. Gone to her bed.
Statistics are showing that Jamaica is in this season of choice.
You know how we are as a people. Support, don't. You did it for who did it for you, don't. And this is the party that has been there for the people. Pretty Labour Party. Vote for Labour Party. Me a vote for Labour Party. Me a me charity. We a better future. Me choose Jamaica. Vote for Labour Party. We're doing good for you. Oh, we a vote for Labour Party.
We'll replace the rotten pipes.
A party that after 5 years we can say we are standing on a strong record of performance, and we are going to the people in a confident way. Jamaican people are no fool. Jamaican people know that this is the party that has been there for them. This is the party where stand up for them. Labor rights, you know how we are as a people. Support for support, don't? You did it for who did it for you, don't? And this is the party that has been there for the people. Pretty Labour Party. What the Labour Party? Me a vote for Labour Party. Me a me charge. We a better future. Me choose Jamaica. What the Labour Party? We're doing good for you. Oh, we a vote for Labour Party. Me a me charge. We a better future. Me choose Jamaica. What the Labour Party? We're doing good for you.
To achieving your dream.
The people in a confident way. Jamaican people are no fool. Jamaican people know that this is the party that has been there for them. This is the party where stand up for them. Labor rights, you know how we are as a people. Support for support, don't? You did it for who did it for you, don't? And this is the party that has been there for the people. Pretty Labour Party. What's the Labour Party?
Guys, tap up the screen. Use the triple if we can.